Hi guys, welcome back. We got disconnected for a minute there, but we're back on now. So unfortunately I couldn't have closed this trade that I was in. So we still got this liquidity up here, but we're gonna have to sit and wait and see what this candle does now. So it's creating liquidity here, so maybe we see this big push higher. Now 10 o'clock, but let's just have a look and see. Okay, let's see if we're gonna push down, maybe another push down before we wanna go higher, or just collapse completely. Alright, so let's have a look and see if this is where we're gonna see maybe a potential run higher into these equal highs. Looks like we want to invert something here now. Okay, one more minute. Now it's just a matter of time and sit and wait. Alright, 10 seconds left. Right, so we're in that high. Let's see if we want to go right through to the top here. Okay, there's equal highs up there still. Just don't know if this is gonna actually force us up there. It looks pretty stuck, and I just don't want this to come down and just take these equal highs, these ones here, and not go directly for those ones. Might see a bounce here on this first fair value gap, but there's liquidity here, there's liquidity down here, so we might see price come down into this little gap here, and I just want to mark it out here. would not advise anybody trade within the range because there's now liquidity up here because we saw this big move. A lot of people would have taken that, and this could now create nonsense in the middle here and then maybe come down here to take this. People would put their stop losses below here, so now it's just a waiting game for us. Okay, nicely pinned to that first fair value gap mid-range there. So let's see from here. It's a nice one there. I would not advise getting involved here. Although we've got another equal high set up, you know, waiting for us up here, we could possibly see some sideways movement and maybe come down here into this little fair value gap here to put people in big drawdowns or large drawdowns, and then go target these highs. So I'm going to wait and see if we can get something lower down here and get a nice type of entry. We might just run up the page here and carry on, which is also fine. But I wouldn't take anything. Alright, so I said earlier my target for today is going to be this 21,200, and my target 21,200. Let me know what your target is if you've got any, or if you target any specific levels here. Okay, just gonna be patient here. Right, let's see if we can get a nice entry, you know, to make this a nice session for us. At this point, we just gonna have to sit and wait. Or at least I'm sitting and waiting, and I'm not advocating any trades here because obviously not financial advice. This is just, you know, for entertainment purposes and for me, journaling and learning and make you part of this journey. So what I've seen with this big candles like this, because this was definitely a push into longs, people take the breakout here, and now we're stuck in the upper quant. I mean, this thing can go close to that high and then reverse, comes down. People might put their stops down here for a breakout of that high and then come down all the way back. And yeah, the reason I put this fair value gap here is this one, and this candle's low is here, so there's no manipulation to the downside. But we've seen this going lower, breakout, goes, stops, sits there, stops is there, stop everybody out. So all the shorts are now long, and now I want to see what the actual story is. So now we just have to wait and give it some breathing space. Okay, so now we're pushing through as equal highs, and the next set is right up here. That off and see if this break here is going to push higher into that first. Okay, so let's see if this want to go up there now, because we're outside the 50-minute range now, and this is the top end of that range. So we could see price bounce to go higher, and this was the bottom end of that range, which we broke through, broke back, and now we need to see if we're going to stay within this range, or we're actually going to start moving into a direction. So I see something, so that this is also 11, the 730 level. To see, I mean, once that's done, I mean, yeah, some targets here, there's a target there, if we start going higher. Okay, let's see if that's where we want to go to. These lines are all liquidity, so I'm expecting this to punch through those three lines. Candle. Bit of a consolidation here. These lines that I'm drawing here, there's equal highs here, and then it's liquidity. So I'm expecting price to, if it goes higher, to at least go to these 3 levels. And then I've got a 21,200 level that I've marked out. If we start going higher, that's where I think we should go. But as usual, we obviously can see some spike down before we want to go up. I guess we just have to be patient. Like to see this high gets taken out by a move higher, then we might see a, you know, not a trending type of thing, but a push up higher. Right, so for now we look like we just want to, I don't know. So yeah, we told people, we trap people to go lower, and then imagine going back to stop everybody out, and now it's like maybe we want to take this low out first and then go higher. But I guess we've got to wait and see. To go low below that. I mean, this whole week I've been marking out liquidity, and the market is just going the opposite direction of that. So maybe later in this week we find a massive move to the upside, or we can just continue going lower. So this spin did take that low out, and maybe we see some sort of push here now. Alright, so these highs here was all equal, we've taken that out. There's equal highs over here, and some highs over here, and then we've got a little high up here and there. So those were the things that I think, if we want to go higher, those are the quick and easy targets, and then obviously there's higher targets to target or go after. But for now we need to see what the candles want to do here. did mark out this fair value gap down here to say now that I've taken that out, there's no inverted fair value gap here to take price lower, so maybe we come down here, want to take this low out again before we start going higher, or maybe we just collapse completely. I must say price action's been frustrating this week, just looking at how price normally works, and we just don't get the straightforward moves this week, Monday, Tuesday and now. Maybe this week is just one of those weeks where you should not take or touch any trades. Okay, let's look at the hourly quick here. So this hour did close below it, so maybe this is just gonna drop even lower, and I mean maybe it just goes back up, I don't know. I'm a little bit confused as to why we would try to go lower. Okay, there we went into that fair value gap. This is obviously your red folder candle, so we run the high, run the low, so there's liquidity on both sides. Now it's important for me to see what's going to happen here. Are we going to collapse further down, or what are we going to do? Now we're stuck between a bigger fair value gap that was inverted a million times and this first fair value gap, and now this value gap, and we've got liquidity on the top side so much, so it would be great for us to see a nice big push up here to give us that move into that direction. Or maybe I'm just completely wrong, and yeah. So far that reaction looks good, but that could also just be a little bit of a pullback. Like I said, the main thing is for price to come and close above this high here, then we would probably see some sort of a nice move to the upside. Okay, so let's see what we do at that first fair value gap, that 50%, that dotted line. We're going to smash through it. Come on, give us a nice big push up. Right at that 50% again. Again, price action sideways, lower low, almost equal high, lower low, higher high, higher high, and again same as yesterday, sideways move, stuck in a range type of thing. PM session comes, then we see a nice move. Maybe all of this is just gonna be crappy till NFP on Friday and give us some big move. I guess the one thing about trading is not built for you to understand it. It can be understood, but you know, it's there to confuse people. It's built to confuse the average person out there and not make it easy to make money. So when price is the way it is, it's sometimes good to sit back and not touch it and really wait for that solid move or indication as to what price want to do. Yesterday we saw, Monday we saw price just want to do nothing. Yesterday do nothing, gave us a nice inverted fair value gap, but we're still at this fair value gap. Now we're inverting it lower down, and now we're stuck, and now we don't know if it wants to go higher. We've got a lot of reasons for price to go higher, but for some reason it's not playing the game that we want, or at least what I want. It makes it very frustrating. Crazy. This thing is, I can't take a short here. I just can't. Because I don't know where it's going to go to. If anybody out there knows where it's going to go to, please tell me. But for now, momentum looks like it wants to go down. If it goes below this, then it will definitely try to take this out. Hopefully next week's got better price action. Better than this at least. Let's see. 4 hours. What's this stuff happening, coming down, making lower high. Now we want to see if we want to take that low out. Will we make a lower low? So far the trend is down for any trend traders. It's liquidity all the way up. And on the left, guys, we've got this big equal low down here from way in the past. Hope that's not where we're aiming to go to, because that's a big drop. But anyways, if we've gone down so much liquidity here, surely there's some sort of thinking to say, listen, let's go up and take some of this liquidity before we continue lower. Like what we've done here, we went up, down, up, almost down, almost up, and then boom, and then krum. Now we're taking all of it. Alright, so now we just have to sit and wait. Hourly and the 4 hourly here looks pretty much the same. So I want to see on a 5 minutes. So we've got this big fair value gap, run liquidity, come down. Yep. Yesterday, first fair value gap, we invert, we went all sideways, and then later it moved up higher. So here we invert, test, reject, invert, test. What's next? We have to break through this, but then we need to close below this high for me to look for buys. If we're not going to do that, then I'm not going to take anything. Promise you guys, if we're gonna get some sort of move now, it's gonna move somewhere. Much bigger move. I guess now is a good time to just sit and make sure you wait patiently for that move. I'll try to trade within this. I took a long here because I thought we're gonna try get there first before we come down. Obviously, I invert fair value gap, no setup here to actually take a short, but we managed to drop down to this level that I marked out, this fair value gap. And the reason I marked this one out, there was a fair value gap and this white candle above that high, that's liquidity to force, you know, people to go long. And below the low, there's liquidity there because people put their stops there, or people are taking the breakout. And this is nice black candles telling people we are going lower. Now people are trapped in here. Where would they put their stops? They'll put their stops here. So now the idea is for price to go above there to those equal highs. There was equal highs over here. Take this off quick. There was nice equal highs over here that we were targeting. We got there, people took the breakout up here as well. And maybe on this breakout they put some stops here. There's obviously stops there. And now we're breaking out to the downside. People get trapped there. Now we're gonna go put their stops here because we look like we're carrying on down. And now it's gradually gonna stop those short sellers out as well. And maybe I don't know if we're going to go to this low because we've taken this low, so this could be the buy that we all been looking for. Nicely tapped to the 50% there. Trade in targeting those equal highs up here. So if there's anything specific you guys want me to run through while we're on live stream, sometimes when you get crappy price action like this, there's time to do other stuff. Please feel free to drop it in the comments below, and happy to look at it or to prepare some examples or even look at live examples and take through the thinking behind it and see where we can add value to that. Again guys, just so you all know, I'm not gonna live stream tomorrow and Friday. Unfortunately, I'm traveling, so I will not be able to be in front of my charts. I will however keep an eye on it and post whatever I see on my community tab, on my on X, and what's the other thing, Telegram. You can get my Telegram in the obviously the information or description of this video. Feel free to join that if you want. This swing low is down here. I want to see what this one will do. If it closes above there, you can move the stop loss pretty close. Could come down to take a buy on this test. I mean, let's take $200. Could move this thing actually up here. And again, we can see this go up and come down and do the sideways dance with us. I want to show you guys something quickly, which is quite nice to keep an eye on. So I'm thinking this black candle to hold price there. And it's also in a little gap there, so just keep an eye on that. Alright, so we got a low here, we make a lower low and then make a higher high. This low here could normally be the test of this and not taking this low out to go higher, and there's obviously a fair value gap in line with it, so those are things that I always keep an eye on as well. As you can see, that low, all those bodies are holding above that low, so that gives me some sort of conviction that we could see price go higher from here. But again, I mean, it's gradually doing its thing. It's not actually moving with speed. Let's just hope I'm right with this. And I'm not trying to guess this. This is something I've seen before. Or we can just see we carry on sideways here. Alright, let me grab some water quickly here. I just saw my mic was on mute there. So what I was saying is this just stopped me out there. It's amazing. Come Neil, let's take you out and then we'll move. Come on now, move up, take these highs. Let's do it before 11. Let's see if we can get these targets. Right, so just keeping an eye on this now. So this family gap price is still in it. Just like I was going to say, it's annoying that normally price will bounce from here and now it's overshooting it, and we're just not getting that move. so much to ask. Just go take liquidity. Am I the only one seeing this liquidity, guys? Come on. Maybe if I clear all the liquidity, market will go there and think I don't know where it should be going. Oh gosh. We had a nice move here and I thought we're gonna eventually get above here. But I guess if we close above this high now, I would like to see us get to those equal highs at least. At least. Come on. Right, so 1045. 1050 is the start of the new macro till 10 past 11. Maybe we'll see some sort of a push then. I must tell you guys one thing: if you are a moving average trader, this price action here would be killing you, because 1 minute you're below it and then you break above it, then you break below it, and it's just a mess. So be sure when you do something like that, like moving averages, also find something that support that and not just moving averages. Some people do make money off that, which is fine. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying on days like this, I mean, this is where you get screwed around left, right and center. I know because I've done it before. Anybody who's listening, has anybody taken any trades yet? Let me know. Is there a specific target you're looking to get to before end of today? Or are you guys just on your hands? Come on, push higher. Come on, man. Sideways deluxe. This is so annoying. So annoying. Maybe it's Trump sitting somewhere and pressing buttons. get it. Why? 10 minutes to go, then I'm out of here. All we want is a decent trade, just one decent trade. Ugh. Just don't get it. Maybe forming a low, a higher low, higher low, higher low, and eventually get some upside here. So no, I'm not a trend line trader, but I use trend lines for liquidity. Just when we think, hey, we're going somewhere, then it comes back. Then you think, okay, we're going down now, then it turns around, but then it gets stuck in the range. Gives you hope, and then it, I mean, yeah, we thought, okay, here's some hope. Test, boom, okay, yeah, boom, lower. Now, yeah, and then maybe lower. Come on, let's push it up higher. Let's close below those highs. Just take those equal highs. It sits there. It's bugging me. All I need to do is go take it. Then you can come back down if you want. Just do that. Just take those. The worst thing is just to sit and stare at the screen, knowing we need to go there. Give you hope to go there, and then it's like building up a scene in a movie. We're gonna get, and then no, we're not. Yes, we're gonna get. No, we're not. Yes, no, we're not. Now it's like, yes, we. And then when you walk away and you're like, oh, we're not gonna do it. Then boom, smash through it. Push. All right, so for the millionth time, we close above this first fair value gap. And at this point in time, if I was going to teach anybody inverted fair value gaps, or if I had to teach them through here, they would have walked away and say, I don't know what I'm talking about. But guys, I can guarantee you on a normal day, it works. Today or this week is not normal. I'm really not asking much. All I'm asking is run the equal highs. Run the equal highs. Don't create another bloody trend line down here. Come on, there's liquidity here. There's liquidity here. Come on now. Come on now. Push up, push up, push up. Up, up, up. Imagine what I would look like if I do a push up every time I ask the market to push. Oh, this session is killing me, guys. Promise you guys. I'm normally one to take profit in a couple of minutes and be out. Now it's just like I hate these small consolidations. I'm sure there's going to be someone on the internet saying how great today was and how much money they made. Crap it. Come on, push up, push up, push up. Just give me one aggressive push up through those equal highs. Come on, you can do it. I know you can do it. Okay, so we're in that macro time, guys. We started over here with the macro, we ran liquidity, and now let's just close above here and take these highs out. Stop screwing around. That's amazing. Here we go again. So literally, guys, I've got 1 minute or so that I'm going to end the stream, and it's because after 11 I normally don't take any trades. And here we go again. We went up, gave everybody hope to go to any liquidity, and back down again. It is ridiculous how this market is behaving this week, but I'm sure once I end the stream we'll see some nice moves into liquidity, and everybody else will make money, and I'll miss all the opportunities. But I'm sure that somewhere between tomorrow, maybe Friday, we'll get some get some good moves into liquidity. I almost want to say price can't, drift like this forever. It can if it wants to, but I think for now I'm actually gonna, I don't know, go somewhere else and just try to be normal again. And I'll most probably see you guys next week. I'll speak to you guys in my on X, on my Telegram, and on my community on YouTube. I'll post some stuff there, so just make sure you keep an eye on those feeds. And unfortunately I'm not going to stream tomorrow and Friday, and that's just because I'm traveling. But next week I'll be back at it, and we can do some decent trades next week, that I'm sure of. Have a great day, guys, and be safe and don't overtrade, and watch out for this crazy market. Take care. Bye bye.